Welcome to the Daniela Baumann Show. Today I'm very excited to introduce a very special guest. Her story is truly inspiring. She started out as a waitress in Canada, working hard to support her family, and now she is a seven-figure entrepreneur with over 8 figures in sales in just 2 years. Afnan began investing in financial markets and sale. I'm really looking forward to learning more about her journey and what drives her. Let's dive in. Hello and welcome.
Wow, I love that intro. Hi, Daniela. How are you? Pleasure to be here.
Excited. Oh my
I'm excited
God.
to be here. We're going to talk some magic.
Wow. You know, you are a little bit younger than my son, and I wished all my life, of course, I had also a daughter like you, and your story is incredible.
Thank you.
And I think we start right now that we give a lot of, what I can say, informations to our audience that they can take something for them and get also successful.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, your journey is incredible, inspiring.
Thank you.
Starting out as a waitress in Canada to becoming a seven-figure entrepreneur. My question to you, what inspires you to start the journey you're on today?
So when people ask me like what have inspired me to, really get started, just any business or just to make money was, I've lived 18 years in Saudi Arabia before I actually left to Canada. And, we had a normal middle-class life. My mom never have worked in her entire life, typical Middle Eastern household. And my dad was working. He had his own business that was slowly failing because of some economics, in the world. But we moved to Canada in 2016 when I was 18 for me to study. My dad stayed back in Saudi. And for the first time ever, I saw my mom, working, and it wasn't like an amazing job. She was working at a bus stop in cold Canada, negative 20, 30 degrees, just holding the sign, the stop, and the go. And I feel like that was the moment where I was like, I just felt like horrible. Like, I'm like, my mom that is now in her 40s never worked a job, so I don't even know how she's feeling. We're all working all these jobs. I'm working 2, 3 jobs. My brother is working another job. My mom now is working a job. And we're all getting paid pennies. You know what I mean? Still, at the end of every single month, we have more month than money, which is a problem, right? Because, we're four siblings. So it wasn't like small bills. It was food and so on and so forth. And I feel like just me seeing my mom at that age get a job that I know she did not want to work, and I see her freezing every single day at that bus stop was just like
heartbreaking.
It was heartbreaking. I was like, this is not okay. Like, my mom should not do that, and I need to do everything in my power to get her out of there ASAP. She should not work because that's not what she's used to. And I feel like that pain of just seeing her was like, Afnan, forget partying. I know you're 21. Forget, not even 21. I was 18. Forget all of this. Find a way to make a lot of money. So that was my inspiration. I was inspired to make money, to not see my family.
This was my question. Wow. I see this picture when you ask about it. I see this picture from your mother, and I see also how heartbreaking was it for you, and that you get inspired.
Yeah.
That you get inspired. That you see, oh my God, I never want to see my mother in this situation.
No, I never want to see her in that situation. I don't even want to see myself at that age in that situation either.
Wow, this remembers me in my situation. Yeah. I saw my mother struggling. Yes, wow. We always speak about, or she always speak about, we don't have enough.
Yeah.
And she have to ask for every penny or every money she have to ask. She have to go to my father. And when I saw her struggling in this way, I was thinking for myself, I never ever want to be in this situation. This broke my heart.
Yeah.
And as a kid, you don't understand it. You feel like, oh my God, all the other kids in the school, they get everything and I get nothing. I like to go to a dancing class, but this was not possible that I can take a
expensive.
dancing class about the money. And that's why I understand you so good.
Yeah.
This point was so inspiring for you.
It's hard. I feel like when you don't, when you see your family struggling and you don't see money, you're like, because you know we were the backup plan. There's no other backup plan. We were the backup plan. So if we don't figure it out, and our parents are clearly not figuring it out, who's gonna figure it out? Who's gonna save us? So we
Yes.
had to save ourselves because nobody's gonna save us. There was no, okay, if I fail, mommy can help, daddy can help, my husband can help. We're the backup plan, and that's why we figure it out.
And I think this is the biggest problem in today's world,
Yeah.
that the kids who have rich parents,
Yeah.
that don't work hard, or they don't have dreams. A lot of them doesn't have dreams. They think like, oh my God, worst case, my parents will pay
help.
for me.
Yeah.
And I think also that this was a big motivation for me, that I see my mother struggling.
Yeah.
When I came from a maybe rich family, maybe I feel more like chill, or
Yeah.
think about, oh, there is nothing what can be worse in my life. My parents will be always here.
Yeah.
And I think this is a very big moment where you feel like, oh my God, this inspires me to make more in my life.
You know, and I see it because I work with a lot of women every single day. And I hate to say it, but sometimes, and I see it all the time, the people that have good jobs, they don't have that fire in them. Like, I need to make it, like, I need to make a lot of money. I need to quit my job, because they're like, I still have my okay job. So sometimes, although as bad as it sounds, God needs to put you in, like, your back should be against the wall where you have no other option but to make it work for you to actually get off and do something with your life that's big, that you want that life.
This is amazing that you share this. Why I also know a lot of people. They like to be safe.
Yeah.
They have dreams, but they like to be there. They don't come out from the comfort zone. But you know what? They are jealousing about other people.
Of course.
When they get successful, when they reach the goals.
Yeah.
And this is something I don't understand. You know, you have it in your hand. I think today everyone of us can become successful.
Yeah.
You have to stay disciplined, you have to focus, don't give up, keep going when you fall down, but everyone have it in their hand. And don't be jealous about people who are working very hard to reach the dreams.
Yeah, but social media made it seem like success is just easy, because of course everyone shares their highlights on social media, so it looks like, you know, Daniela just has it. She's just an amazing speaker. She's just so beautiful. She just connects with people like effortlessly. So people think, oh, I can just do what she's doing without putting a lot of work in, because we only see the nice, positive, easy side on social media. And then they try and they're like, wait, this is a lot of work and this is very uncomfortable and this is, you know, I don't know if I want to, and this is why they just go back to their, you know, safe zone where they just know everything and everything is good.
Yes, we call it hamster wheel.
Yes. Hamster wheel, I like that. I like that. They go back to their hamster wheel.
Hamster wheel,
Yeah.
yes. Look out and then close the door right
Yeah.
away. Oh, I don't want, I'm scary.
Yeah, I like that. I'm gonna start using it.
No journey to success is without challenges. And what are some of the obstacles you faced, and how have they shaped you both personally and professionally?
Where do I start? I can write a book about this. We can stay here all
Yeah,
night
a little
and
bit.
actually cover every single. You know what? I truly believe that you cannot get anywhere if you don't fail, and if you don't have, like, if you don't actually go through the obstacles. So I fail every single day. I fail literally every single day. But one of the most humbling failures I've had, or obstacle, was almost a year and a half into my business, where I've made, you know, over $1 million. So I'm just like, I'm 22.
Wow.
So listen, so this is how it goes. I'm 22. I'm rich. I clearly know what I'm doing, because no one have done it in the community in that short period of time.
Of course.
And I came in and I dominated. I can teach you, actually, guys, everyone, what to do. and I was not, you know, a good leader. I didn't have a lot of skills. It was just a lot of energy, luck, and so on and so forth. And I remember where I almost lost all my income. It went from, you know, making $1 million a year to like barely even making like $50,000 a year. Wow. So basically back where I started as a waitress. And that was a very humbling moment for me because I was like, well, I clearly don't have it all figured out. I clearly need to develop myself and become a better leader and actually have skills that can back up my success. I clearly need to not take money for granted because, you know, the same God that gave you that money, the same God that gave you that business is the same God that can take it out. Away. So it was a very humbling, it was extremely hard. I even messaged my brother. I was like, you know, I don't think I can do this anymore. I just quit. I don't think. And he's like, I mean, you can quit, but what are you going to do? I'm like, actually, what am I going to do? That's true. He's like, you want to go back to being a waitress? Be my guest. Oh, wow. And I'm like, wait, what am I going to do? Yeah. And again, because I was the backup plan, I was like, okay, let me just take a week and cry about it and be sad about it. And let me come back and actually do this the proper way this time.
Did you don't think in this moment I can reach it again? I reached it once. Now I only no.
When I was
out, give up.
I almost gave up.
Wow.
When I was at my,
I mean, you had the money already. The money was there. You lose it, you can make it again.
Yeah, but I'm 22. Clearly not the best mindset ever, and I'm like, maybe this was all luck. Maybe I just like. How am I gonna do it? Because when you're at your lowest, you're not even thinking clear. No. It was just all cloudy, and then people were telling me, "See, you lost it because you're not good enough." People were talking bad. The haters. I'm like, wait, maybe they are
haters. They was happy.
They were thrilled.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, maybe they are right. Maybe I'm not that good. You know, I took a week, you cry about it, and then you're like, what am I gonna do with my life? Like, I'm not gonna go back to a job. Impossible.
This is not possible. And you was working in Starbucks before, no?
I was working at That was my first job, and then I became a waitress at a Brazilian steakhouse, actually. But still, like, it's like I've been hyped that I'm this, you know, millionaire for a year, and now I'm going. Like, it hurts the ego.
It hurts the ego.
It was honestly the ego and the pride that I cannot let everyone that told me, Afnan, you won't make it in the beginning, to give them that satisfaction to be like, see, I told you, I just couldn't. Yeah. That was what actually got me up and be like, okay, whatever it is, we need to do this the right way and actually make money the right way.
Wow.
And then, you know, I think 4.5 months later, we made it back.
Wow. But how you came out on this situation? Okay, you fall down, you give up. Yeah. You don't want to hear anything anymore. You don't want to work. You think, oh my God, I lose everything. I get everything. I lose everything. How you come out from this situation?
You know, I started, one of the best things that I've done is I started really listening to a lot of podcasts of other entrepreneurs that have been through the same thing that I went through, right? That made a lot of money, lost it, and then, okay, how did they get out of it? There's so many videos, there's so many resources, there's so many mentors out there, but people are just not finding it. Like, there's so much out there. So that was like the first step, like listening to other people that have failed. Like, okay, what did you do? Okay, you did XYZ, I'm gonna do XYZ too.
Wow.
And just, you know, learning, applying, and just also staying close to the fire. I was always with my business partners, like, how can we grow? How can we get better? Learning and actually, like, I'm like, okay, if I'm saying I'm this amazing, you know, investor, am I though? Because I just lost it all, so I need to learn it the right way. I'm saying I'm this amazing leader. Am I though? Because when this happened, I wasn't a very good leader to this person, and I said things maybe I shouldn't have said. Same thing with public speaking. I'm like, you're saying you're a good public speaker, but are you? All these things, I was like, okay, let's actually learn it. Let's take courses. Wow. I love investing in myself. I probably spent over, like, genuinely $250,000 of just in courses, mentorship, masterminds, events to make me grow. Because if I grow, then nothing can ever stop me, even if I lose it again 3-4 times.
Wow, this is amazing. Wow, amazing advice for all the beautiful women out there. Yeah. What you say before, what you share before, you have to work on yourself. Yeah. You have to work on your skills. But you know, this is the good thing what you learn. when you fall down. You learn now it's time really to work on yourself.
Yeah.
And you do it, and this is amazing. This is really amazing. My question to you, did you had a community who supports you in this time? Or did you fall lost? Did you feel like, oh my God, I'm now here, nobody supports me?
Yeah.
Or
I mean, we
was
did
it?
have the community in our platform, a bunch of girls and guys together. Some were making more money than me, some were making less than me. So we were in the same like phase, as in we lost it all. Now let's get together and actually do it right this time. And again, I was joining a lot of courses, events, masterminds, getting close to people that have what I want to just get that energy and fire back. But community is very important.
It's important.
It's hard to do anything on your own.
Yes.
Because if I probably did it on my own, it would have took me 3, 4, 5, 6 years longer than how I did it. Community, mentorship makes you believe that you can do it. And if you believe you can do it, it's done.
And of course, you need successful people around you.
Yeah.
When I remember in my time, I don't had these successful people around me, and this was very hard.
Yeah.
And I think when you have people around you and you can look up to them, this gives you an inspiration.
Yeah.
And also you can ask questions.
Yeah, you can ask questions. And you almost like, you know the people that I actually don't like in life? The people that only learn from their own mistakes. That's the only way they learn. Because you're just making your life harder. Why would you only learn from your own mistakes? If I'm talking to Daniela and she's successful, well, I want to be like, Daniela, like, can you tell me the struggles that you actually went through? What was hard in the beginning? Like, tell me things that I can avoid for my future journey.
You have to ask.
But you have to ask.
Yes.
And a lot of people don't know what to ask.
Yes,
they ask questions like, how was your day? And
How
it's like,
are you?
okay, like,
how are you today?
I'm good.
How is the weather today?
I
Did
mean,
you like
it's sunny. We're in Dubai. How else is it going to be? But and it's an art. Like asking questions, the right questions. It's an art, especially if you're in an event or in a community with successful people. But I love asking questions. I actually read a book. What was the book? I think it's the art of asking better questions.
Wow.
It's by John C. Maxwell. I don't think that's the name. I'm gonna get you the name, but it's by John C. Maxwell, and he talks about how to ask better questions. So it's like reading these books and then applying it. But yeah, community is everything. You need community.
Yes.
Otherwise, the first failure, you're just not gonna get back to it.
You know, otherwise they will tell you it's not possible. They will
That
tell
too.
you it's not possible.
Yeah.
You know, I remember when I had the idea to bring pole dance to the conservative Switzerland.
Yeah.
Everyone was telling me, Daniela, don't bring pole dance to Switzerland. The Swiss women never, ever will go on the pole.
Wow.
Everyone was telling me this, but I was feeling, they will do it. When they see how beautiful this workout is, they will do it. After years, they was telling me, my best friends, Daniela, I tell you the truth, I don't believe in you. I don't believe in you.
Wow.
They never believed that I can make it happen.
Wow.
And that's why this is important that you have people that believe in you. They say, wow, amazing. And also, the most important thing, celebrate every goal. Celebrate every goal.
Yeah.
The small goal, celebrate.
You know, I know we throw it like around, like have people that support you, but it's not as common as you think it is.
No.
To find people around you that actually support you, whatever you do, even if they look at you and they're like, okay, Daniela, you're crazy for thinking about that idea and thinking that this can be successful, but I know who you are and I know that you will make it successful because of who you are. Even if you want to start selling chickens, I'm going to support you, not because of the chickens, but because I know who Daniela is. But it's not easy, because I know when I started my business, I had a best friend. That's not a friend. We were strangers today, which is, I would think it's sad. But when I started, she's like, Afnan, you know, what you're doing, financial markets, like crypto, stocks, this is like what broke people do.
Wow.
But I'm like, but I'm broke and you're broke. So what are you talking about? Like, thank you actually for. So it was like, wow. And she's like, I see you more in fashion and, you know, a fashion stylist and working at big companies. So she had a whole different vision for my life than I had for my life. I never wanted to work for a big company. That was not an inspiration for me. So I had to be like, do I really want someone who is trying to change my mind on what I think I should be doing, instead of just being like, you should do this. It's gonna be great. Go for it. Give it your all, and let's see how big we can make this. You don't need to join and do it with me, but at least support me.
Of course.
So I can tell you, I've been in business for 5 years. I've only truly found like good female friends in the past 5 years. Recently, over only the past 2 years, like 3 or 4.
I totally believe you. Yeah. I had the same experience, but today we have a beautiful women community. And this is also the first time that I see that women support each other.
Yeah.
I never see this in my past, but Dubai, it's also different.
Dubai is different.
Dubai, the people come here, they love to grow, they support each other, they love to collaborate. And I think this is something so important in life. Of course, you can do it by yourself without any support, but it's so hard.
No.
That's why I say always, let's support each other. It's beautiful when women come together and support each other.
Yeah, because men do it.
Automatically, they don't think about it.
You know what's funny? I was telling my friend, we were literally at the gym in the morning today. He went to the change room, and he was just changing. And men, they're not putting no lipstick, nothing, doing their hair. He stayed there for 30 minutes. He comes out, and I'm like, why have you been there for, what are you doing in the change room? Like, and he's like, this person, reached out to me. I'm big on social media, and he wants me to grow his, followers. And this person was, like, they were talking in the change room and connecting.
They were talking about business.
Automatically.
Automatically.
But when I go to the women's change room, you know what happens in there?
Everyone is like...
Everyone is just, like, giving each other the dirty looks, and it's like, okay, like, very to themselves.
Yes. But you know what I do when I go in, like, hello, ladies, how are you? And afraid in the first moment, they're like, oh, okay, there is someone, there is someone talking, you know?
It takes one person to just, open the vibe, and I can see you doing that.
Yes,
but
this is also the other situation in Dubai.
It's like everyone is so reserved. They can be reserved, but I love a good community always.
Yes, my dear, so important. My question to you, who have been your greatest role models or mentors along the way? And how did they influence you for your growing and your mindset?
I've had so many in every single stage in my business. When I started in the beginning, it was my older brother that's also in the business with me, because I've seen a man that does not take no for an answer. Always creative on how can I bring more value, add more. Like, he's never content.
Okay.
It's always like, let's do more, let's do bigger, let's do better.
Wow.
So that inspired me. I was like, wow, I see you as just,
I love this.
My older brother that we used to fight and do, some boxing when we were young, when you were young. But now the work ethic and how he, one of my favorite things about Rakan is he doesn't treat work as work. He truly enjoys and thrives in his work. He enjoys working more than just going out with friends and just doing nothing and just having a pointless gathering.
He's passionate about it.
He's passionate. Yes. So I think I took that passion, to my work from him, because he's always like, he wants to work. He wakes up looking forward to work. This is
what you were telling me before. I was asking, let's go to DIFC and enjoy.
And I'm like,
and you say, oh, I need to go to work.
I need to go home and work. Yeah, but I wasn't like that before. I was like, let's go out every single time and have fun and just, let loose. But I took that from him, where it's like his passion is his craft. And he wants to master, and he loves the growth and the progress that he feels when he's so immersed in his work. So I think that was my one of my first mentors when I got started in the business. And then later on, I've had so many mentors that I've never met. Reading their books, listening to their YouTube videos, podcasts. And actually, like, one of my favorite things to do that people might think it's crazy is I like to study people. So every 3 weeks to a month, I'm like taking somebody successful in any industry, by the way, and I'm like, okay, why are they successful? So I'm looking at their social media posts, and it's like, okay, why is this going viral? I'm looking at their YouTube. What is their daily habits? I'm looking at their podcast. How do they speak? Where's the voice coming from? How are they, what's the books they're reading? What's the caption? How often they, I'm literally analyzing every single think about that person, and of course taking what I like and what resonates with me. But I like to do that because you can always learn a lot of things from every successful person.
Of course. How they become successful.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And this is very interesting. This is very smart. This is also on social media. They tell you always, look the videos from the competitor who are becoming successful.
Yeah.
Look how they become successful, what they are doing exactly in this video, that they became a lot of views. And I think this is very smart, you know, to check it out. Okay, what books they're reading, how long they are on the market. Sometimes, of course, you see only the success, you know. You don't see how long they work on themselves to become successful. But this is very smart.
Yeah, no, I love studying. And of course, you know, I've had other mentors that are big in the industry, in network marketing and investing, that I've worked alongside with them. But because I paid for their courses, I paid for their masterminds, 30K, 40K, 50K a year, just to be around them.
Wow.
And sometimes you're not even learning something that's going to blow your mind. Sometimes just the exposure to this normal person that is making 10 million, 50 million, 100 million a year will make you believe maybe 10 million a year is not a lot of money. And once you believe that, then it's easy for you to accomplish it, because your mind is going to be in abundance, always thinking of possibilities. Every time I look at any business, wait, maybe I can do this too. Maybe I can grow my business like this. So just that proximity with someone making that much money makes you believe, like, if they're doing it, I can do it too. So sometimes that 30,000 is not even for the information. It's just, can I be close to you?
Yeah, amazing. I love this. I really love this. Success comes with ups and downs. What keeps you motivated to push forward even when things get tough? When you have these moments in your life, or these days, or months sometimes.
Every day sometimes, especially us women with our hormones. Every single day, you're like, I just want to cry.
But you know what? I think always, tomorrow it's another day. Tomorrow everything, it's, you know, it's beautiful, nice.
Yeah, it's just a moment. It's just it's a bad day. It's not a bad life. That's it. You know, I love to promise people that I love a lot of things, a lot of big things. And for me, it's like, I need to get those things, because I told my mom I'm going to buy her, you know, a 10 million house in Dubai.
Wow.
So I need to do it ASAP, because my mom is not getting younger by the day. I'm telling her, you know, I'm going to buy you, you know, her, she wants a G-Wagon. That's the car that she loves. Like, I'm going to buy you one. Wow. But not only you, I'm going to buy myself. So it's like, just making these promises will be like, when you don't feel like it, it's like, it's not about you though. It's about all the people that you promised, that you love, all the things that you said you're going to give them. So what am I going to go tell my mom? Okay, so I don't think I'm going to give you a $10 million house because I had a bad day. She's going to look at me like, what are you doing? Like, no.
But this is so beautiful.
Yeah.
Wow. As it means, like, you give the promise.
Yeah.
You promise.
And you promise the loved ones, so you don't want to let them down.
Yes. This is so beautiful. Wow. It's a very good idea, very good idea. What you said before is very interesting. There are moments in your life or in our life we are really struggling. Is there any advice you can give that you take time maybe for yourself? Or what you say before, you hear a podcast, you read a book. Did you stay home and really think, okay, I don't feel good in this moment? Did you make some practice?
I take
some
a nap.
People drink, you know.
I take a nap.
You not? You
no,
take
I don't drink. I take a nap.
You take a nap?
Yeah. I take a nap. I'm like, the only thing that can change my state right away right now is me taking a nap. So I have like a spray that's a sleeping spray. So I spray like a couple of sprays and I'm sleeping after like 10 minutes. But I take a nap because once you wake up from the nap, you have a more clear vision on, okay, what can we do in this day? Because, you know, you had some dreams in that nap and you're in a different state. So when I'm upset, I'm just like, let's take a nap. Sometimes it's a spa day if you're like, my body is hurting or I just want to relax. But day to day, if I'm just like, I'm upset, take a nap.
This is very important, I think. You know, what I say before, some people in today's world, they go in a bar, they take some drinks, but this doesn't change something,
It doesn't change something, and then the next day you still feel horrible because you're putting poison in your body. Like that's not the solution for you to feel better. You're making yourself feel even worse.
But I love this. You are so young, you know. You are young. You are know exactly what you have to do with your life. You are you're of course struggling, and of course you think like, okay, now I have to change something or feel better, take a nap. But this is what I love, you know. In this young age, I'm really surprised, and when I see myself, when I was 26 in your age, oh my God, I'm thinking, or my mind was always like boys, men, you know, horrible. This was another time.
Of course.
I think today you are more inspired. I become successful in the age of 40, very late. And before I was dancing, I was a choreographed dancer. But also this shows me it's beautiful that you can start in this young age, but also you can be successful or become successful in every age of your life. At
any age. You know, I love that you talked about, you know, boys, because usually, you know, when you're in your 20s, the main concern is always like boys and men. And, oh my God, did he text me? Oh my God, you know. And it's like, I have just learned that when I make myself so good in every single area, number one, I'm going to know exactly what I want. I'm not going to settle and waste my time because now I have a standard, right? I know what I bring to the table as a woman. So I'm working on my mindset. I'm working on my physical. I'm working on my business. I'm working just on me becoming a better version of myself. And when you are a better version of yourself as a woman, it is impossible for you to attract horrible, you know, partner in the future because you know your standard. So I'm not about, and I made a post the other day on Instagram, I'm like, can we just stop talking about men as women? Why is every single gathering, every single chat, it's like, he did this, what do you think this means? Does he like me? And it's like, this is not gonna get us anywhere because, again, men love to chase. Us women, we receive, right? You're in your feminine. In business, you're not in your feminine, you're in your masculine, you're attacking, you're going out there. But in a relationship, men love to chase, so they wanna come to you. So if you're just better you, they're gonna chase
Work on yourself.
And you're just gonna have to
and
receive it.
Don't waste your time to think about the men's.
Yeah.
What you say is true. They're coming to you.
They're coming to you.
You know, when you feel confident, when you feel like, I know who I am, I know what I want in life. And I can tell you the truth. I become successful without men on my side. Why? When I was in a relationship, and I had also this toxic relationship, I don't know, did you have experience with it?
Didn't we all?
That's how you learn. I had this toxic relationship in my life, and I was always concentrated in the relationship. I waste so much time of my life. And after it was broke, I become successful. Why? I was concentrated in me, in my success, in my goals. And that's why this is a very important point for our audience. Don't waste your time. And also when you don't feel good in a relationship, when you feel like he takes all your energy,
that's not good. That's not the right partner.
Don't waste your time.
Yeah. I love what you said. It's actually true. Most women elevate after a heartbreak.
Yeah.
Because you're like, I'm heartbroken. I hope that's what we do instead of other things, right? But take that heartbreak and just take that pain and just go actually get everything that you wanted. But yeah, don't waste it on a partner that's draining your energy.
Yes.
No. That's not the partner that you want to live with for 40, 50, 60 years in the future.
And you know, my motto was always after these relationships, of course, every relationship is a journey, and you learn from every relationship. But I'm thinking always for myself. I remember the last time before my husband, I had a relationship and it broke, and I was thinking, the next man have to be perfect. I was thinking for myself, the next man have to be perfect.
Wow.
Otherwise, I stay a happy single.
Yeah.
And then he comes.
And that was your husband.
He comes in my life.
And that was your husband.
Now it's my husband for the last 13 years.
I love that. That's beautiful.
Yeah. As someone who has achieved so much, like you, my dear, how do you personally define success, and what are the biggest or the next biggest goals or dreams you're working toward in the future?
I mean, for me, success, number one, is always freedom, right? Like, I don't want to have so much money, for example, because that's what a lot of people define success. I don't want to have so much money, but then not enough time to do whatever I want, or not
So
enough
true.
time in the future with my kids or with my, future husband. So time freedom, location freedom, very, very important, because I love a slow morning. I love to just like wake up and be like, what time do I want to go to the gym? Not have all like, this is what you need to do, this is the job. So freedom is very important. And then the second thing is what the things that I'm looking forward to achieve is everything that I promised my mom. The $10 million home, the cars. I want to be able to just give my mom like, $100,000, $50,000 a month, just to be like, here, go shopping, go spoil yourself, do whatever you want. Like that's a luxury that's like, just seeing your mom, because at the end of the day, we're women, right? And I look at my mom and I'm like, but she also is a girl, and she also is a woman that did not live a lot of her, girly life. A lot of things was missed because she was raising us. She was spending so much time on us. I remember my mom sometimes, like for celebrations, she would buy me and my 3 siblings outfits, and then she's like, I'm just gonna wear an old outfit that I had. But it's like so many sacrifices that she's done over the years just to make us feel like, we're normal and we have new clothes and we have new things that she doesn't talk about because she's our mom, but she's also a girl at the end.
This is so beautiful that you realize this in a young age also, that you feel like, I have to give it to my mother.
Because she's just
Yes,
a girl.
that she have a beautiful life.
Yeah, like, I mean, if you see her, she looks very, very young. So you won't even think that she's, in her late 40s. She looks very young. But she's also a girl that I'm pretty sure she's always wanted to live a nice life, to travel, to, be in first class and just be in nice hotels and just be in your robe and then, like take a bath in this nice hotel in the middle of London. Like small things like that I look at my mom and I'm like, she's also just a girl that have never lived her life. And I want to make sure that she gets to do that for a very long period of time.
Wow, this is so beautiful. Yeah, sometimes I think the same. I feel like heartbreaking. I feel like, oh my God, my parents, they're not here anymore in this world. And I really feel like they never live. They never live.
I'm so crying.
Yeah, it breaks my heart, It like, sometimes I think, oh my God, they never live in life, They was born, they was working, of course, the normal thing, go to school after, start to work, and then both are dying in the age of 75 and 79. And yeah, the time is running, And what we are speaking before, don't waste your time.
Yeah.
Enjoy your life. Follow your goals, your passion. And also, what is very important, some people, they get rich and they don't want to stop. They like to become more richer, more richer, more richer.
Yeah.
But they forget to enjoy the life. Enjoy the life with friends, enjoy the life with family.
Yeah.
And this is also some situation, I see this most of time in Dubai. They really work their ass off, but don't have time to really enjoy it.
Enjoy. I mean, what's the point? We wanted all these things as entrepreneurs to actually enjoy life.
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah. Wow, my dear. We come to the end. It was so beautiful. It
was actually I love that I dropped a tear on the last thing that we said.
Wow,
but
wow. It's so beautiful. Oh my God, you are such a role model.
Thank
also
you.
For the younger generation. Everything what you talk and this was so beautiful. And I hope our audience can so much take away from today, to also change the lives, follow the dreams, don't give up.
Don't give up. There's so much out there in the world. Just go get it.
Yes. Did you have something you like to share at the end with our beautiful audience?
I mean, we're gonna see them in Dubai on November 23rd.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you guys better be there.
Yes,
Because we
yes.
want to see you.
Thank you so much to our women leaders event with amazing speakers. I hope every one of you is coming to Dubai.
I can't wait.
And I can wait too. Wow, thank you so much, Afnan.
No,
for
thank you.
sharing your amazing story with us. Your journey shows us all what's possible when you stay focused, work hard, and lift others up along the way.
Yeah.
I'm really sure our audience feel just as inspired as I do.
Thank you, Daniela. I
Thank you so
love
much.
a nice soul-to-soul conversation.
Wow.
This was
from the heart.
This was from the heart. So I'm excited for everything that we're gonna do, me and you together.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
To everyone listening today, remember, no matter where you start, success is possible if you keep going. If you enjoyed this episode, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Please leave a comment on YouTube, Apple Podcast, or Spotify. Your feedback means a lot to us, and it helps spread these inspiring stories even further. Thank you so much for tuning in. See you next Thursday. Keep believing in yourself and your dreams.